Welcome back to Fruits of the Spirit. Today's question is, should I accept an arranged marriage? Arranged marriages can sometimes come in handy when necessary. Abraham involved himself with what woman Isaac eventually married because she needed to fit snugly into God's plan. He laid out some ground rules for how everything would work in Genesis chapter 24 verses 3 to 6, and sent his eldest servant to go find a wife for his son. And even though it was arranged, they still had to ask the woman, Rebecca, if she wanted to marry him. And she said yes, in Genesis chapter 24, verses 56 to 59. If she said no, they would have to go find someone else. Marriages can be arranged when participants are young to prevent sins like fornication, which God hates if you took a look at Exodus chapter 20, verse 14, and Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled, but whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. Arranging a marriage is one thing, but forcing people together is another, and there are times in the Bible where that was done. In Judges chapter 21, verses 12 to 23, the Israelites went against Jabesh Gilead and took 400 virgins for the tribe of Benjamin, and after that, the remaining unmarried men went to Shiloh and grabbed any woman they fancied and took them home. But just because this was done doesn't mean that God approved of it. We can see that they never consulted God before they took the actions they took. If women are forced into marriages, it's harder for them to fit in and come to like the man who's now their husband. She might, but that's not a gamble you want to take on somebody's life. There are roles women play in marriages, and they are done much better if the woman actually wants to be there and has chosen to be there. Let's look at another Bible story. A woman, Zipporah, was given to Moses by her father in Exodus chapter 2, verse 21. Their ideologies didn't really fit together, and their relationship wasn't really all fine and dandy, as we see in Exodus chapter 4, verses 24 to 26. They had actually parted ways at some point, if you take a look at Exodus chapter 18, verse 2. So, in this case, the arrangement failed. So, the answer to this question would really depend on who the person we're looking at is, and whether we want to spend the rest of our life with them. And on top of that, God completely believes in the principle of free will. He could have made everyone on earth completely devoted to him without exception, but he didn't, because he wants people to choose to serve him, and he has laid out the choice in front of his people multiple times, as we see in Joshua chapter 24, verses 15 to 24, 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 21, etc. One having the freedom to be able to choose who they marry is actually in line with God's plan for freedom and peace in this world. We can look at the full version of the freedom and peace God has promised for his children in Isaiah chapter 65, verses 17 to 25, Isaiah chapter 32, verses 17 to 18, and Micah chapter 4, verse 4. A woman being able to choose their husband is a good, firm step in that direction. But, as just a final note, a woman's contribution in her marriage matters a lot to her salvation if we take a look at 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 14, and Titus chapter 2, verses 4 and 5, that they may teach the young woman to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed. So, since the choice of which person a woman marries can be the deciding factor of being saved or not being saved, I'm pretty sure the woman getting married should be able to decide who that person is. But that's all for today to the answer to, should I accept an arranged marriage? If this is your kind of content and you want to hear more from me, then you can consider subscribing, liking the video, and clicking the notification bell so you can be notified of when I post again. Have a good rest of your day, and see you soon.